Hi, there's nothing called a bad memory. There is only weak memory. Just like there's nothing like a bad muscle. There's only a weak muscle. We train our weak muscles so that it can become strong. The good news is you can also train your weak memory to make it strong. How strong your memory becomes depends upon how much you train it. So now I'm here to help you by teaching you one method today so that you can train your memory. In my subsequent videos, I will be teaching you more methods to train your memory. A school or college going student is judged or classified based on what marks they get in their exams, not based on how much they've learned. Though this is a very wrong way of classifying students, which I'm also against, still I believe having a very strong memory is a very essential skill for life. When you say I forgot, it is not that you forgot. What really happened is you did not remember in the first place. If you consider something worthy to be remembered, only then you can use these methods to remember anything. So the bottom line is you can use these methods only for things that you feel is important. So if you're blamed or scolded that you don't remember things, just check whether it is a memory or is it that you're feeling that particular thing is not very important for you. Now, coming to the method. It's called ridiculous association method. Pay attention, it's important. Yeah, that's my way of just bringing your attention back to this because it is important. Unless you pay attention, you will not remember even this method, right? That's why. Okay, now, do I have your complete attention here? Okay, let's get into the method. It's called ridiculous association method. You can remember anything in the world if you can connect it to something you already know or remember. That's called association, connecting it. Okay? Now, what do you mean by ridiculous? Ridiculous means very, very funny, crazy, absurd, impossible. That's the meaning of it. Ridiculous association method. If you find something very funny, high chances are that you are going to remember it. That's why we are using this ridiculous, very crazy association method. Okay, now let's do it by taking an example. I'm going to give you a list of words. I'm going to show you a list of words and now I'm going to repeating it using the same method, okay, from my memory. So the words go like this: aeroplane, tree, envelope, earrings, bucket, sing, basketball. Okay, this is a list of words that we are going to remember. Remember, these all are unconnected words. Now we are going to use a technique to remember these words in order. Don't see the words because your mind doesn't see words. When I say aeroplane, Aeroplane doesn't come in your mind. Okay, now I tell you, don't remember aeroplane. Yes, you heard me right. Don't see an aeroplane. What happened? You saw an aeroplane in your mind, isn't it? It's because it's just impossible for your mind not to think in pictures. Your mind always thinks in pictures. And that's the trick we're going to use to memorize this list of words or any method. Any method. We are going to use this trick that mind sees or remembers things in pictures. Now, let's get on to the method, okay? I'm going to tell you my mental picture, okay? The key points here is you will have to link one word to the other word, next word, in a very crazy manner. Very, very crazy manner. And it should become a mental movie. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So, now I first remember the word aeroplane. Okay, now instead of passengers boarding into the aeroplane, I have trees boarding into the aeroplane. Is this possible? Can trees board into an aeroplane? That's impossible, right? And that's the exact reason why we are going to think like that. It's a crazy thing to think. You can also, this is my crazy way of thinking. You can have a different crazy way of thinking. Like instead of an aeroplane flying, you can imagine trees are flying. Anything like that. Just that it needs to be a crazy, impossible thing. That's it. So now I'm coming back to my mental movie. Aeroplane is there. Trees are walking inside the aeroplane as if passengers. Now the trees are growing and they are bearing fruits. Instead of fruits, they are bearing envelopes. Okay? They are not having fruits. They are bearing envelopes. And there's a pretty girl who comes in. She plucks those fruits, the envelopes from the trees. Okay? She doesn't eat it. Okay? Fruits are to be eaten, right? So instead of eating, what she does? She takes the envelopes and wears it as earrings. Okay? As soon as she wears it as earrings, the girl's face transforms into a bucket. Very large bucket. Now, what does a large bucket have? It is a large mouth, right? And through the large mouth, the bucket starts singing loudly. Okay? Now, somebody has to stop the bucket from singing loudly. Here comes the huge basketball, which comes and shuts the bucket's mouth. This is the entire mental movie. If you see, everything was crazy, right? And one more point you have to note here is, I use the words like many trees going inside the aeroplane, large bucket, beautiful girl, loud singing. Why I'm using all this thing is, you need to have exaggeration in your mental movie. You cannot have a simple mental movie. If it is a simple thing, you will not remember. Okay? So, the point is, it has to be very crazy and very exaggeration. Now, using this, even I think you can also remember the sequence of words. Let's start. Let's try to remember these words. Okay? First, aeroplane, tree, envelope, bucket, envelope, earrings, bucket, sing, and then basketball. If you notice here, they're not only nouns, you're also having verbs like sing in the sequence of words. So you need not have only things, nouns to remember. You can also have verbs to remember. And also the point is, you need not stop for 10 words or 20 words. Using this method, you can go up to hundreds and thousands of words in sequence. You can tell it if you practice, if you train your brain. Not only that, you can also say it in a reverse order just by taking your mental movie a backward step. Okay, let me try to do that. Basketball, sing, bucket, earrings, envelopes, tree, aeroplane. Did you see? I just reversed the mental movie and I was able to tell the words in reverse order. If I do the association properly and very crazily if I do, I can remember any number of set of words. Okay? Now, use this method, share it with your friends or family members and try it as a game. Don't think that if you tell this, they will come to know your trade secret. If you cannot remember anything in between, that means your association was not funny enough. Okay, so now to share with your friends this trick and method, you will have to share this video. Okay, and so share this video with others so that they can also learn the trick and you can play game with them, and in gamified fashion you can train your memory. If you like this video, if you like this technique, if you like this method and you were able to improve your memory, train your memory well, please leave a comment below. And also subscribe to this channel so that you will learn about subsequent methods, subsequent videos that I'm going to put on new methods of improving or training your memory. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.